Hi friends, so I know I'm hopping on here super late for our Tuesday Night Live, but I figured I might as well hop on and everyone could just watch the replay if needed. Had a little bit of difficulty getting my children to bed. So anyway, I wanted to hop on here and talk about basics with essential oils. I know there's been a few things lately where it's been a little bit more advanced. So tonight I wanted to just really focus on the basics of what essential oils are, why we're using them, how to use them, and just some of the top oils involved, that we typically use on a day-to-day basis. So the point of using essential oils for us and for my family is to support our bodies in a natural, holistic way. So in a preventative way. So why would that be important? Well, one, when you're using natural things for your body's going to respond better. And two, you're going to need synthetic or other interventions less. And not only that, those things are going to work better. So for example, if you're constantly taking something for some head tension, like all the time, you're gonna need to increase that dose over time. Whereas if you could use something natural like peppermint to help with some of that head tension, your day-to-day, that's going to be fantastic. And maybe, if it's like bad enough, the product you were using before will work even better for you. Does that make sense? So medication-wise, for us, we haven't honestly had to use much synthetic medications lately because the oils just help support our bodies so well. And so that's why I'm here. I really get passionate when I talk about these natural options. I get really passionate when I talk about doTERRA. And so if you have been here for a while and have watched other videos, you probably can tell that. Like, this is a lifestyle, and I'm totally up for educating people that are interested in this type of a lifestyle. So I'm going to jump in and talk about 3 ways to use essential oils. So it's really simple. The first way is aromatically. So this is a great way to replace toxic fragrances in your home. For example, I like to put a lot of things in my diffuser, but I like to put lavender in my diffuser if I need to just calm down, relieve some stress, maybe some tension. And a great way to use oils aromatically is using a diffuser. So this is just a diffuser from doTERRA. I love this diffuser. It's very simple. All you do, and when I first heard about diffusing, I was like, ooh, this is kind of scary. Like, what is that? You just put water in this container, add a few drops of oil, plug it in, and you're good to go. So if you have this diffuser, it's really easy to use. Need some help with that, let me know. Another way to use oils aromatically is just putting a drop or 2 in your hand. So putting a drop of lavender in my hand and rubbing it together and just inhaling it. That's a great way to get straight to the limbic system of your brain. You start to feel calmer, more relaxed. Immediately, for my kiddos, if they are really struggling with something, aromatically in this way is a great way to help them. I've even had a friend, Brinley was having some anxieties when it came to Harry not going with us to where we were going. It was me, a friend, her daughter, and Brinley. And I just let her inhale some oil. She was able to relax, and she wanted to keep sniffing the oil out of that bottle. It works so well for us, for our little ones. I just love having these natural options and tools. And of course she was fine later. It was just she wanted everyone to be together at first. So anyway, I also love the fact that I can use something natural to make my home smell nice and also benefit my health rather than hurt my health. So there are a lot of nasty things in air fresheners and candles, and a lot of that education is coming over into the animal side as to how harmful. I am an animal nurse, for those that don't know me, if this is your first video that you're watching of mine. There are a lot of harmful things when it comes to air fresheners and candles and things like that. So they actually are recommending from a good quality essential oil, making sprays for that for your home. So Makes total sense to me. As soon as I saw that research, I'm like, yep, we already do that, so we're good. But just think about your own health. So your lungs, head tension, there's all sorts of things, all sorts of reactions when it comes to synthetic fragrances in your home. So weed those out. You know, I know we have like this attachment to our candles. I did, but I have gotten some like fake candles that at least let off the light and give you that little, you know, I don't know, just give you that visually pleasing effect. So yeah, so that's aromatically. Topically, so I love to use Balance Essential Oil topically. If you are brand new, Balance Oil does a lot in regards to on a cellular level. All these essential oils are going to work well for your body on a cellular level. But this one in particular, there was a study that was shown, and it's on YouTube, and it shows somebody who had some rouleau in their blood, so where like the blood cells stack on top of each other. They applied Balance and then drew the blood 30 seconds later, and it showed that the blood was all separated nicely in the way that blood should look. For me, like this book volumes, for me, it's actually oxygenating your blood. It is doing, like, seeing that visually was just so appealing to me. So if you're a visual learner and you need to visually see what is going on, Google that. You'll see all kinds of things on that. But I love how this makes me feel. All I do applying it topically is put a drop in my hand. There's already some fractionated coconut oil in this blend, and I will rub it on the back of my neck. I'll put it on my pulse points. I'll even put some like on my wrists, so you could even just dab it on your wrists and rub it together. This is a really good oil for feelings of like frustration and stress and all things like that. So feeling overwhelmed. I love Balance Essential Oil for that. When you are using oils topically, doTERRA's oils are super pure, super potent. So you do want to use a carrier oil. Like I said, there was already some coconut oil in here. But what I mean by carrier oil is just some sort of fatty cooking oil. So things that you have in your cabinet. I prefer fractionated coconut oil. It's just a liquid coconut oil form because of that molecular level. And it doesn't keep me feeling greasy all day long. So, and because oils are volatile compounds, which meaning that they don't need an energy source or heat or anything like that to evaporate into the air. Think of that when you're applying that on your skin, a lot of that's going to evaporate off. So when you use a coconut oil on there, it's going to keep that on your skin longer. It's going to be able to do its job longer. So you're essentially getting more bang for your buck. So using a carrier oil when it comes to essential oils is a good idea. Say that you are finding that you're using a specific oil often, or you are like me and need convenience. I always make these roller bottles, and if you don't know what those are, they're just like these little perfume bottles with a little rolly top. I'll show you one that's already done. Just to give you an example with like a rolly top, and this has fractionated coconut oil and the essential oil in there, and I use these oils topically as well. And you can make your own special blends of things that your body needs. All right, so next, the third way to use essential oils is by ingesting them. So you can ingest essential oils as long as you can ingest the plant. So for example, I love lemon in my water, or any type of citrus oil in my water. I love it. I love the benefits of that. It's going to naturally cleanse my body. The benefits that I notice physically, if you're like, again, you need to see things that are visual. I notice for me, my skin is a little clearer. My stomach feels a little better. So as things go, this helps, a gentle daily detox of your body. Lemon is great for. So please do not take this education that I'm talking about and apply it to other essential oil brands. There is a huge difference in safety, quality, and purity when it comes to using these essential oils that I use, have researched, known, and love, and other oils that are out there. So always check to give you an idea of like why I know this and why I know this to be true. You can check the bottle. On the bottom there is a lot number, and you can plug that into source2u.com, and you are going to get doTERRA's third-party test results. So not just theirs, you're going to get the third-party testing results from the largest third-party testing in the world for essential oils. So super important to get that. You are also not only going to get that testing, you're going to get the chemist that signed off on that. You're going to get some extra information about that essential oil. And we have actually had chemists come to using these essential oils because of that third-party testing alone. There's a lot of collusion when it comes to like the in-house testing and certain results, and there's not a specific lot number or expiration date. So just keep that in mind when it comes to essential oils. So back to talking about ingesting essential oils. This is what I mean, like, by just make sure that you trust the oils you're using. And I can only speak for doTERRA essential oils. But how you know you can adjust a specific oil is doTERRA has it specifically on the label. There will be a supplemental facts label on here and with some extra instructions on how to do so. Use only glass or stainless steel when you are putting essential oils in your water. So I put lemon in my water, and this is a stainless steel bottle. And because, like I talked about, how that gentle cleanse that it does, so it is pulling out those petrochemicals from your body and eliminating them, or helping you eliminate them. It's going to do that with plastic. So I actually have a plastic bottle here. So if I were to put essential oils in here, it's going to be pulling those toxins out, and then I would be drinking that, thus defeating the purpose of putting oil in my water anyway. Now, oil and water don't mix, so I really like to put a drop in here and shake up my water bottle. If I have, say, like a Yeti cup, I will use a stainless steel straw and kind of stir it. Those are just some ideas. So keep in mind, any type you're adjusting oil, glass, or stainless steel only. All right? If you aren't comfortable ingesting oils, that's okay. You probably, though, have ingested them before in like peppermint tea, or maybe in certain baked goods like with lemon zest. But I'm not here to force you to use these oils internally. I've done lots of research. I have seen all the benefits that this does for my body, and I'm completely comfortable with doing so. I've also seen all of the scary blogs. There's a lot of scary blogs out there, but compared to the science and information that I have obtained from like doctors, I'm absolutely okay with using essential oils internally. But doTERRA essential oils internally. I do not trust Amazon, not even if it says doTERRA on the bottle. There are a lot of dishonest people out there. They can buy these empty bottles. I don't know who's doing this, but they're selling these empty bottles. They can fill them up with whatever they want and sell them for whatever they want. So I've had friends personally that have done this, and it has not turned out very good. So always straight from doTERRA. All right, so I personally started using essential oils roughly 3 years ago, and started off a good year of that just using the essential oils. So I didn't do any education. Obviously, I didn't know anything. I didn't plan on doing any education. I just was sick and tired of being sick and tired, to put it plainly. I had no idea what I was doing in my home was causing me issues. I was lighting candles. I was doing the air fresheners. I was doing all the things, all the bad things, and I had respiratory issues and extreme allergies. So I knew there was something, and I would always ask, like, what is something that I can do to help my body? What is something that I can do naturally? And there weren't a lot of options out there. And it felt like any time I had to research anything, it just like led me into this like hole of just like, do this, don't do this, do that, so on and so forth. So I was always lost as to what to do and like what I could do to support my body. I had gut issues, I had respiratory issues, I had sleep issues, you name it. I was just done. So when doTERRA came into my life and I got to slowly learn things as I went, and using these essential oils, I have noticed that this company has been fantastic for me and my family because it has plant-based products that I know aren't going to harm my health. They're only going to help my health. And these essential oils have really helped a lot of the health issues that I was experiencing. And I am living a better quality life. I am helping my children in natural ways. I'm helping my pets in natural ways. So this has just been a huge help to my family and I, and just another tool in our toolbox. And of course, I am not here to say that we don't need our doctor. We don't need modern medicine. I truly believe in combining the Eastern and Western parts of medicine. We do need both, absolutely. And when we need intervention, it's going to work better for us, like I had mentioned before. So, talking about all of this, I'm going to talk about doTERRA's #1 selling product. And for a really good reason. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, if you want to really know a little bit more about that, I talk about that in the Healthy Habits Kit. I'm not going to go over it too much here, just to make this video not as lengthy. But this basically fills the holes in my diet. So I don't eat a perfect diet. Even if I were to try to eat a perfect diet, our soil quality just isn't the way, the way it used to be. It's really hard to get the nutrients we need on a day-to-day basis, and this really helps. It's really good for the American diet. So it's called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I have noticed huge improvements with my health with just this alone. My husband actually reminds me to take these every day because he notices a huge boost in my health and my attitude. I've noticed improvement with my hormonal levels, gut health, even my response to environmental issues. So just with we're coming upon allergy season and things like that, overall you can just tell. And there's a 30-day money get back guarantee. So if you do have a doTERRA account, I encourage you to try this out. I encourage you to try the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Give it a go, see what it does for you. If you don't like what it's doing, then send it back and you will get your money back. Side note, I don't know anybody personally that's ever taken advantage of that because they have enjoyed the benefits from the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So we all need to be on supplements. It's got your omegas, vitamins and minerals, and then your cellular health. So awesome. All right. So what sets this company apart? So basically, so I can sit here and tell you all day, one, I mentioned the testing, but two, instead of forcing plants to grow in a specific area, like maybe where doTERRA's headquarters are, they go where the plant thrives the most. So it's going to give us a more high quality oil, more potent oil, and a more consistent oil, as far as testing goes. So with that, they also, these tend to be in areas of developing countries. So they tend to be in developing countries. And with that being said, doTERRA partners with these farmers. Okay, so they provide them with jobs with fair pay. They provide them with clean water for the communities. They also provide schools and hospitals. They do so many things for $1 billion debt-free company, which you feel like every company should be able to do, basically because they're treating people the way they should be treated. This shouldn't be like a shock, but with this day and age, you just can be surprised, right? So I love that they treat the people on the bottom just as the same as they treat the people on the top. They take care of them. They treat them with respect and dignity. And I absolutely love that. Oh, hi, Patrick. Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, we love you. So Patrick is from Uganda, and he does some amazing work for the children in Uganda. So we love you, Patrick. Can't wait to meet you. He'll be around this area pretty soon, I believe. So you might have to hop on a live with me, Patrick. Okay, so anyway, so I was just absolutely moved with the way they treat everyone respectfully. So there's just so much collusion with the essential oil industry where the people actually harvesting the oils are taken advantage of by middlemen. And I just love how doTERRA just cuts out that middleman, works directly with the farmers. They pay them 10 times the fair trade amount, and they are always paid on time. And this is one of the many reasons why I only use doTERRA. So when there is a company that treats people all around respectfully and with dignity and fairly, I stick with that company. I partner with that company, and I will only use, if I use specific products, I will only use products from that company. So it's just really, really important. All right, so if you find yourself interested, as I'm talking about essential oils, I will be talking about the top 10 here in a little bit. If you find that you need support in like detoxing your home, detoxing your body, you would like to live a more natural lifestyle, there are many different types of kits. So I will post instructions below. I won't go too much into this. There's several kits out there, but there are 2 types of kits that I will be talking about today, or the oils in these kits. The only difference is one is a large bottle kit, the other is a small bottle kit. The large bottle kit does come with a free diffuser like I talked about before on using oils aromatically. So if you missed that, just watch the beginning of this video. But the large bottle kit is called Home Essentials. Small bottle kit is called Family Essentials. So the most popular is the Home Essentials. Yes, okay, awesome, Patrick. So the most popular is the Home Essentials kit. I will tell you, that is the kit I started with. It just seems to be the most convenient kit when it comes to using essential oils, because you've got your diffuser, you've got your oils, you've got the large bottles, you're ready to go. So large bottles are 250 doses. Small bottles are about 80 to 95 doses. And when you get a kit, just FYI, you are partnered with that person that you got that kit from. So that means you're part of also that community they are a part of with the learning and the educating. So it's super exciting. This just makes the most sense when it comes to using essential oil, because you need a partner with that education. You need that relationship. It doesn't make much sense to have essential oils in a store and for somebody to buy essential oils and really not know how to use them. Okay, they aren't linked with somebody, and you know, be like, hey, like text somebody at night and be like, hey, how do I use this Melaleuca for my child's ear issue? You know, it's just not safe, because you don't ever want to put the oils inside like your ears, inside your nose. It's just not a good idea. So for example, like if you want to know how to use Melaleuca for ear issues, it's around the ear and down here. I've used Melaleuca several times in several instances for ear issues. So there you go. There's one of your tips that I will also be talking about here in a little bit. So if that partner is me, and you or anybody from the Royal Life, message me and I will get you in touch with maybe some of the free extra things that we can provide you just for being a part of our community. If not, feel free to still hang out. Feel free to get your education from here. I totally don't mind. Feel free to message me. That's great. But always go back to the person who introduced you to oils, and maybe go back to that person who you feel most comfortable partnering with. Okay, so let's talk about the top 10 essential oils. So I'm going to talk about these briefly just to respect your time. And hopefully, if you've made it this far, congratulations. I love talking about oils. I love talking about natural lifestyle and just how it's affected me. It is fantastic, and I just absolutely love it. But a lot of times I have the intention of making a super short video, and it does not go that way. So that's just how it is. Welcome to the royal life. All right, so let's talk about frankincense. So frankincense is going to support a healthy cellular function. It's going to promote feelings of relaxation, especially during times of some pretty intense grief. So frankincense is a really good one for if you've lost a loved one. Applying to the bottoms of your feet. I have experienced that. I've seen other people experience that. That frankincense is just really good for that type of support. Really those high emotion feelings. It also improves skin imperfections. There is a saying, when in doubt, use frankincense. So when you don't know which oil to use, Say you've got something going on and you're just like, I just need something, and you are brand new to this, grab your frankincense and use it. I love, love, love the benefits of frankincense. Okay, so our next one is going to be lemon. I talked a little bit about this, about how you could use it as a daily detox in your water. It's also really good at cleansing surfaces and getting goo gone, or getting slime out of hair. So it's like a natural goo gone. I am speaking from experience, and I do talk about this a lot. You'd be surprised at what lemon can get out. So I have applied lemon to my husband's Under Armour coat that got gold spray paint on it, and it got it out. So I put lemon on that, scrubbed it, washed it, and it got it out of his coat. So it's very powerful, very amazing, and awesome. I love, love, love that. It's really good for cleaning too. So cleaning your home, lemon is a great oil to clean your home with. Okay, so let's talk about lavender. I talked about how I like to use this for when I have stressful feelings. So inhaling that, it just really promotes feelings of relaxation immediately, because it goes straight to your limbic system of your brain and has amazing benefits in that way. It's also good. So this tends to be a lot of people's go-to in the beginning for sleep. So lavender is a very good sleep oil. You can make like a pillow spray out of lavender. You can put it in your diffuser. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet, inhale it, apply it on your clothing. Really, really, really awesome for sleep. There is a step up from that. There's a lot of different sleep oils. So if lavender doesn't show to be yours and you have lavender, that's okay. Everybody's a little bit different, and there are plenty of oils that are also good for sleep. So try them out, but lavender is typically the one that you're going to go to first. And I love the smell of lavender. Next one is melaleuca. I talked about how to do the ears with melaleuca. This is also really good for sinus issues. So my daughter Aubriella came home, and she goes to school. She's in kindergarten this year. And I love supporting her body with our immune oils, melaleuca being one, and she's been having some sinus pressure and tension, so we've been applying melaleuca along here and here, and that really helps with that drainage. When I have had to use melaleuca for that, I can actually feel the crackling and popping that's going on. Same thing with my ears. So cool and so amazing. Great way to support your body. This is also really good for those icky toenail issues and like the athlete's foot stuff. Melaleuca is great for that. This also is really good for mold. My sister had to use that in her apartment one time. She used melaleuca in a spray bottle. She got it checked out, and they said, well, whatever you use really works. So melaleuca, guys, super powerful. Always dilute with that one. Some people tend to have a skin sensitivity, just depending. So use your coconut oil. When in doubt, use your coconut oil. All right, so this is oregano. So oregano, I always tell people, like, if I'm coming down with something and it feels like I'm coming down with something really, really bad, I probably smell like, I don't know, some sort of Italian restaurant. That would be oregano. I apply this to the bottom of my feet typically when I'm coming down with something really nasty. When you apply oils on the bottom of your feet, why you would do that is one, so that you don't smell like that particular oil, but two, the main reason is that all your nerve endings are at the bottom of your feet, so the oil is going to get to where it needs to go in a pretty remarkable way. So all your reflex points are also on the bottom of your feet. So yeah, guys, bottom of your feet's where it's at. I know that might sound weird to me. That sounded super weird when I was just starting essential oils. Like, the bottom of your feet? Really? Okay. But now I understand, and I've seen the benefits, so pretty cool. You can also cook with oregano, but I would not put a whole drop. So say if you're going to make spaghetti sauce, I would not put a whole drop of oregano in your spaghetti sauce. So maybe put some in a spoon, roll a Q-tip around, and then stir it in. That's what I would do. That's the most oregano I would put in. It's also really good at supporting healthy digestion and respiratory function. So if you've got any sort of gut issue, immune issue, respiratory issue, oregano on the bottom of your feet is a good idea. It is a very hot oil, so absolutely dilute. Very hot. It's also really good for those like warts and things. You'll want to apply that daily for 2 weeks when you do that. Okay, our next oil is peppermint. So I talked about peppermint earlier. I talked about a lot of these earlier in my little intro part. I talked about it for head tension. So this is great for head tension. Great for head tension, I'm telling you. It also supports healthy respiratory function, clear breathing, and also another one that's really good for digestive health. So when I am feeling motion sick, I love to grab peppermint oil, and even just breathing it in helps so much. So plane rides, I will always have my peppermint oil. Car rides where I need to ride in the back seat, I have to have my peppermint oil. This is really good for freshening your breath too, of course, because it's peppermint. But it's this oil, I go through a lot of this oil, for all of those reasons that I just mentioned. All right, doTERRA Breathe. So Breathe was, there it is. Breathe is a great oil for seasonal issues. So this is the one that most of my family uses for those seasonal issues, for the itchy eye, sneezing, all of that. If you have like a beard goatee thing, you can do what my dad does and put it in his like mustache part or goatee for like his own personal diffuser throughout the day. Or what I like to do is I'll put a drop in my hand, breathe it in, especially if I'm having like that wheeziness. I'll just take, like, I'll rub it in my hands really good. I'll put one of my hands flat and my other one cupped, like making a hole, and then just take a nice deep breath in. And then I would hold that and then release it, kind of like how I would use an inhaler. And I personally have not had to use an inhaler since Breathe has stepped into my life. I'm not telling you, like, throw away your inhaler. I don't know what health issues you have going on, but for me, I haven't needed to use an inhaler since having Breathe. And I've actually not had to use this as often as I was using my inhaler. So huge benefits to that. And it can also help promote a restful sleep, especially if you've got like a snorer. It's a really good one for that. I know a lot of people that is their sleep oil. Breathe is their sleep oil. Okay. Next is Deep Blue. So I did talk earlier in one of my earlier videos about how I'm using Deep Blue because I sprained my knee because I'm a goofball and I like to play volleyball like I'm 16 and I am not. So I've been using Deep Blue to help my knee. So far, so good, guys. I've been getting good reports for my knee, and it's really helped with that discomfort, that inflammation, that swelling all over. It's just been amazing at supporting my injury. So I love using Deep Blue. This is also an oil that tends to be like the men's gateway oil. When you rub that on their sore muscles, I mean, it is something that you can feel relief from. So I love, love, love Deep Blue for just those different aches and discomforts. It's good for pre and post-op exercise. Or say you're going to Disney World or someplace where you're going to be walking a lot. Using Deep Blue before you do all of that is a really good idea. So that's my little pro tip for you. All right, so digestin is our next one. We've got one more after this, so if you've hung in there, congrats. Digestin supports a healthy digestive system. So if you are having issues with that, I recommend putting that on your belly with some coconut oil and just rubbing that on your belly. Some people put it in their belly button, and I know that might seem weird, but don't knock it till you try it because there are some great benefits to putting that right on your belly button. If you're going too much, not enough, pretty much it's just going to help your body maintain that balance. So it's going to put your body back into balance, actually. So if something needs to come out, it's going to come out. If something just needs to be settled, it'll be settled. And I have to keep this on hand. Like, this is the oil. Brinley will run up and say, I need the tummy oil. And I'll be like, okay. She'll like give me her belly and be like, put the tummy oil on my belly. She knows that makes her feel good. She knows that helps her support her body. And I am just so thankful that I have something super simple, super easy that I can use on my children that is also natural. This also has been an oil that has helped me with my, that heartburn feeling. I will put it in my water and use it in that way. Some people don't like the taste, so there are other ways to get that internally, like in a veggie cap, or there are soft gels available for just convenience. It tastes a little bit like black licorice. I don't love that. But the fact that I get this amazing result, like, I just deal with it. That's just me. When using this on babies, like say if you have a colicky baby, I would dilute it heavily and apply it to the bottom of their feet. I wouldn't put it on their belly just because of the sensitive skin. All right, so doTERRA On Guard. This is like a major oil when it comes to, you will hear about this all the time, especially during cold and flu season, but this is just really good as a daily immune support oil. It supports a healthy immune system, healthy respiratory function. So I love applying this on my daughter every day before school, just to help her body, you know, combat whatever is coming her way. Sometimes we got to kick it up a little bit and add oregano, but I love using On Guard, and I do notice a huge difference from like the other children around her compared to her if she ever comes down with something. Hers just she isn't hit as hard usually. So I love using the oils just to support us in a natural way. So, all right. So if you feel super overwhelmed, that's okay. I'm here to tell you don't need to memorize everything I just told you. Let's do a real quick recap. So, 1, don't get your oils from a big box store. Okay, not safe. 2, when you get a kit, or if you already have a kit, you are partnered with that person. You're provided education every day, and so you don't need to feel like you know everything before you make a decision as far as getting any essential oils in your home. There are some other resources. So this is a really great book. You can get this on Amazon. Do not get your oils on Amazon, but you can get this on Amazon. It's called The Essential Life Book. I would get the 5th edition. But there's recipes, there's science, there's all sorts of information when it comes to essential oils, and it's just like aesthetically pleasing. Like, I mean, look, it's just pretty pictures. But you'll get the chemistry, I mean, everything you want. Awesome recipes, quick guides. So yeah, but the groups that I'm a part of, so if you, like I said, are brand new, the groups that I'm a part of, the community I'm a part of, has a lot of health professionals in there, a lot of scientists, also like people who are brand new to using essential oils, people who are longtime oil users. So just some great benefit when it comes to using the oils. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me. And otherwise, I'm going to hop off here and go to bed. So I hope everyone is having a fantastic night. And if you have any questions or want to reach out to me, feel free. I am here if you need me. And welcome to the Royal Life. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.